Married at First Sight, season 11, episode 4 or 5, is it? Am I the only one? But I'm just so tired of the honeymoon already. And I'm like, can y'all just hurry up and get on home so we can get all the juicy juice? Welcome back to Church Girls Want to Get Married Too. My name is Janice. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying Married at First Sight season 11. I feel like this so far this has been a little bit better of a season. So let me know what you think. Please be sure to subscribe if you have not subscribed. I need more of you guys subscribing, okay? I'm watching my numbers. A lot of you guys are watching. I need more people to subscribe. And be sure to thumbs this up. And even to the people who give me a thumbs down, thank you, okay? All right, I'm going to be doing this review just a little bit different this time because I am pressed on time. I have a writing deadline that I have to get to. So I'm going to do it just a little bit different, but you will still get all of the substance. And if you have not watched my live watch, please be sure to check that out. Thank you guys. You guys have me at almost 2,000 views on that. So I really, really appreciate the love and the support. And even those people who give me a thumbs down. Somebody said, you was scratching your throat. Thumbs down. Well, thank you, okay? Also, I want to remind you guys, if you have been watching my channel, I've been on YouTube for a year, and if you've been following my channel, you know I am an equal opportunity reviewer. Everybody gets it on my channel, even my favorite contestant like this season, Karen. Love her. Absolutely, absolutely love her. Okay, so while we're talking about Karen, let's talk about Karen and Miles. I absolutely love how Karen and Amani is being cautious in moving along, in being Amani being physical. Obviously, Amani and Woodrow, okay, little Napoleon, aka he calls himself for all the angry black woman who comes on my channel. What? About me talking about Woody and Miles. Well, Mr. Woody calls himself, guess what? Above average. I'll have the pictures and the quotes for you guys in the app that I need to set up. Okay? I absolutely love how Amani is being cautious and Karen. And what Amani said that a lot of women, I hope a lot of women caught that. And I hope a lot of women will learn because she has obviously learned from her mistakes. How old is she? 30? That you don't just meet a man and jump all the way in, baby. You have got to do what? Gather your data. 23 types of guys you might meet on social media is available on Amazon and on my blog. And so Amani is saying, you know what? I have done this all along. I meet a person, I jump all the way in, and then you come to find out he's not what he's supposed to be. You know why? Because she didn't gather the data. And I'm glad Karen is doing the same thing, okay? Because as women, we are very trusting, and you will read the comments and hear people say, oh, Miles is so nice. Oh, she should just go ahead and just jump in. That's a problem. And this is why, you know why a lot of women are mad and angry and upset at Karen? Is because you wish you did what she's doing. Because you meet the man and you jumped all the way in without vetting him, without gathering the data, only to find out that he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. And even with Amani, she's saying, you know what? I'm going to take my time being physical. And I figure out, thanks to fresh produce, I think. Girl, you know I love you, girl. But fresh, okay? She said, and I figured out why I don't like Woodrow, because he's typical. He's charming. That's the guy that a lot of women fall for because he's masking the real him. You all heard for yourselves. The mama said he got the devil inside of him. And so he's masking the devil with his charm. And they were on the thing, and he's acting for the camera. Acting for the camera. Everybody's holding on and enjoying the ride and laughing, and he's finding where the camera is. And he's acting for the camera. Mr. Always want to be on TV. Mr. I'll do whatever I need to do and get on TV, even if that means marrying a stranger. But I'm glad Amani has learned, and I wish a lot of women pick it up, how to vet the guys. And she's saying, you know what, I'm not going to do that no more. I'm not going to just jump in. She's been cautious. And what is dating insanity is doing the same thing over and over while expecting a different result. And I'm so glad Amani's doing it differently this time, even though, we already know what's going to happen next week. I'm excited. I love Karen. This is why she's only been in 2 relationships. Even though Karen, I don't like that girl. 5 years, that's a long time, baby. Okay? My husband proposed to me in 8 months, and he would have proposed to me at 6 months if I had told him I loved him when he told me he loved me. When he told me he loved me, I said, thank you, because I wasn't finished getting all the data. And Karen is being cautious, and she's learning about him. And come to find out that Miles has been in 10 monogamous relationships. And I don't know if I said it on my other review or while I was doing the live watch. I said, my God, how come he's not depressed? And I'm not going to spoil it for those of you who haven't seen the reviews for next week. Because somebody who's 26 years old and has made commitment to 10 people says a lot. You're lacking in some areas. Something is not right. You are trying to fit in. You are trying to buy love. And church girls, this word that we don't like to talk about, soul ties. So that means Miles' soul, what is your soul? Your will, your intellect, and your emotions has been tied to 10 women. Mean you shared all 10 of them on your social media. You brought all 10 of them home to your mama. You told everybody, this is my girlfriend. 10 commitment. It's like 10 marriages. And people is mad at Brett because he said he's dated how much? 32 girls in the last year. I was like, yes. Because there's a difference between dating somebody and making a commitment. And this is what we do, ladies. We meet a man. We don't know nothing about him. We don't vet him. We don't have any information about him. And we commit before dating, meaning we're putting the cart before the horse. And then 3 months later, you find out he's a wolf in sheep's clothing, and then you want to cry foul. No, foul on you for not vetting and getting the data that you need to make a decision. So the difference between Miles making commitment to all 10 women, he's probably bringing it down so it don't sound that bad. It sounds bad. Or 10 monogamous relationship versus Brett meeting a girl, dating her. What is dating? Dating is gathering data so that you can make an informed decision about the person. Dating is also the process of elimination. So when Brett went out with a girl and they went out for dinner and found out that she don't want to have kids, guess what he did? He dropped her, move on. You're not committed to her. You're dating. What is dating? You're gathering data. You're getting to the information and the data about this person to see if you can go on or this is a possibility. What Miles did and what a lot of women do is you meet a person and you automatically commit. You don't know nothing about him. You don't know where he works. You don't know what health issues he has for next week for Miles. By the way, for those of you who've heard the review, in Christian counseling, that is an effect of your soul being torn and your soul tied to everybody else. And yes, he said in the last 2 years, he took time to try to get to know himself. And then what did he do? He jumped into marrying a stranger because At least if I'm committing, the stranger want to commit, then maybe the stranger will commit to me too. And yes, we heard the spoilers, but doesn't mean I'm not going to review the show. And so if you heard the reviews for next week, that is a symptom of your soul is all over your will, your intellect, your emotions, because of the commitment. So when Brett says I dated 32 girls and he said I made a commitment, listen to the words: date, go out. The reason why he was able to date 32 girls, I think it was 32, was because once he found out that they're not what he wants, what did he do? Drop them and move on. Excuse me. And he said to Olivia that he had went out on a date with this girl and a third date didn't happen. Why? Because he was matched. So it sounds as if he's going to go on a third date with this girl, then maybe he's getting, so far the data he's getting, he likes, and he wants to get her to know her more. Please pick up this book, 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet. It talks about all the different types of guys that you might meet and how you gather data. Okay? My gathering data was my man had to be born again. So if I met a man that was tall, dark, handsome, and rich, and he was not born again, guess what I did? Bye! My number 2 was he had to be a tither. So if I met a man who was born again, tall, dark, handsome, rich, all of this stuff, but he didn't believe in tithing, guess what I did? Bye! Sorry, guys, allergies. My number 3 was he had to be a gentleman. So if I met a man who was saved, who was a tither, tall, dark, handsome, and all the other stuff, and he was not a gentleman, guess what I did? Bye! Because I'm not going to teach you how to be a man or how to be a gentleman. I told y'all the story about my 3-year-old. Fighting with the door to hold. Come on, mommy. Go ahead, mommy. Go, mommy. Go, Lex. Go. He will, my boy, he's 5 now. He will not let me touch a door when I go out with him. You know why? Daddy taught him. And my number 4, I'm going to be writing a book about this, but it's also in here, is he had to have a good job. He had to be able to provide for me independent of me. So if I met a man who was born again, who was a tither, who was a gentleman, that didn't have a good job, that can't keep a job, guess what I did? Goodbye. Because that's going to affect my lifestyle. So gathering data, dating is about gathering data. That's the difference. People say, Brett dated 32. Big difference. He didn't make a commitment to them. And Karen says, sound like he's a monogamous, he's a serial monogamous. You know why? He needs intensive counseling. Something, and I told y'all for all the angry black women who want to, one thing I know is I know men. That is one thing I know. I know men. Okay? Something where he's just trying to be accepted, and he's trying to be loved, and he's trying to be accepted, and he wants to get married because his parents got a divorce. That's not a good reason to get married. As a matter of fact, that's the reason for you to proceed with caution. That's why I say I don't think he's ready. And yes, I know what the spoilers are. After some intensive counseling by an adult, older African-American male, he'd be ready about 35 or 40, but he ain't ready. Mom's not ready. Look, Mr. Above Average is not ready. AKA Lou Napoleon always want to be on TV, do anything to get on TV. He ain't ready. Okay. Brett and Olivia, they were matched to fail. I mean, I've never seen a worse match than this in all of my time watching. I think this is the worst match of all. Brett and Olivia, and I so wish they had matched Olivia with Henry, because Olivia, She has that nurturing side that a man like Henry needs. Okay. I don't really like women like Olivia, but I'm gonna make an exception like this because she's obviously head over heels in love with Brett. And Brett he's just like going through the changes, like, please hurry up and get these cameras out of my face. And I think they did the do. Remember the night of the honeymoon when they wake up, and what did Olivia say? So how did you like last night? What y'all think that meant? Okay, they did the do. Do y'all like my new hair? Olivia does not want to have kids. Brett wants to have children. Olivia is a bona fide Christian. Sound like me. He's agnostic. Olivia wanted a man that has income that is comparable to her. She's a what, nurse practitioner or something. Brett's income is questionable. And they talked about this when they were matching them. Olivia is overly into Brett, and I wish she would not do this. Olivia is making the same mistake that Amber made with Matt, and that, what's the girl that don't take a shower? Mandy made with Zach. Ladies, let me tell you something. If you like, first of all, my daddy said, don't you ever love a man more than he loves you. This is why he had me to break up with my college sweetheart. I'll tell y'all that story one time. I had me breaking my cry like a baby. I told me 3 years to get over him. I love that man. My dad was like, no, he ain't the one for you. And I think Olivia is going to be just jumping through hoops and jumping on making all these sacrifices so Brett could like her. But I like Brett separately. I really believe that Brett, and I said this before, that Brett was hired to play a role and he's not playing the role. Because he's like the perfect gentleman. I am just waiting for him to be mean and nasty to Olivia. But so far he's been very nice. He's been a gentleman. And I'm just sitting like waiting, okay, when is he going to be this mean, terrible person that he's supposed to be? And so far, he's not being that person. I like him. I like him more than I like Lou Napoleon. I really like Brett so far. So I don't know if we're going to see the drama this week. I know in the next week, the reviews, I ain't going to spoil if you haven't seen the reviews, and I'm going to do a review on that. But Olivia's going to be crying. And I'm not sure why she's going to be crying. Oh, by the way, I wore my dress for those of you who say, Janice, why don't you just wear some of those dresses you're always talking about? Okay. Okay. These are the dresses I wear in the summer, fall, okay? That's all I wear in the summer and fall dresses. I only wear pants in winter and spring, late spring. Henry and Christina. I like Christina. I think I'm going to forgive her for the wedding day drama. I think she was being a bridezilla. I wasn't a bridezilla, even though my sister said I was a bridezilla, but I just don't believe it. I just think Christina is trying so hard with Henry. And he keeps saying, like when they were in the mud, he didn't want to get his hair wet. And she said, oh, we're going to have to make compromises on activities. Okay, so they're on their honeymoon. They're doing different activities and stuff like that. And he's like, well, she can help me to get out of my box. And I'm like, okay, you know you need to come out the box. Why not just come out the box, Henry, and just have a good time? And I'm just have to give it up to Christina. Christina, I commend you so far. I bow to Christina so far. Because you can tell she's trying so hard. But ladies, this is what happened. Not for Christina's situation. When you marry a man that you ain't supposed to marry and you end up being the naked wife, also available on Amazon, and you're just trying, come on, go get a job, come on. I hear wives say this all the time. I understand. Oh, I'm trying to let him lead. Why the hell, excuse me, you marry a man that can't lead? That's number one. Like, I don't understand. Oh, I'm trying to make him lead. I'm like, what that mean? Shouldn't you have gathered the data before and know if he can lead? So you marry this man that you know can't lead, and then you're trying to make him lead. Not gonna work, or not gonna work. But Christina's marriage is like a lot of women marriage. You just trying so hard to make him be the man he's supposed to be, but unfortunately, he can't be the man you need him to be because he's just not the man. And I really would like to see Henry. I have some stuff on Henry too that I'm gonna drop. I like Henry. I like him a lot. If all the men were lined up in a line, I would walk right up to Henry because he's that type, the look, the handsome, the nicely dressed. But then if he opened up his mouth and he can't talk, bye. Let's move on to Amelia and Bennett. I absolutely love them. My only issue is with them is hygiene. Did y'all see Bennett didn't have a swimming drawers? No, you know you was going on the swimming. You going to the honeymoon. You couldn't go buy you some swimming trunks. You swimming in your drawers. And Napoleon, aka Miss that he called himself all the angry black women that want to come up on here and he calls himself Mr. Above Average. I'm gonna put that in my other book, part 2 of this, Mr. Above Average. He said, man, this man is out here in his drawers around my wife. I got concerns. I'm concerned about the hygiene situation with that. Okay. And I was the only one like cringing, like, please tell me Olivia, Amelia at least did her bikini line. I ain't seen it. Did anybody see the bikini line? I was hoping, like, please. I was like, Jesus, please, Lord. Please, Jesus. Napoleon, aka Woodrow, lost his ring. A lot of people's mad at him. I'm not mad, and I'm not. To me, it's and I'm very fair because like somebody commented with the suits. I forgot who, but I'm giving you credit that the suits were rushed, so maybe that's why some of the suits didn't fit. The ring is it might not have been a perfect fit, right? Because most rings, when I was getting my ring, it was a 6, and they had to make it whatever my ring size is. Okay, so maybe it was a little bit bigger. When you're in the water, it will slide off. So I'm not faulting Woodrow for the ring. I don't understand why people's upset about that. Okay, it's not his fault. It's maybe the ring was a little bit big and it's just gone. But if the ring has cost anything, he had insurance on. Just like when my husband picked up my engagement ring, which I don't wear now. He said, go straight to the insurance office. Don't stop. He told him and his frat brother, drive straight to the insurance office and get insurance on it. So he'll get the ring. He'll get the ring back. Okay. Y'all, Karen don't like MAFS. But, like I said, it's understandable. See, y'all is mad at Karen because y'all meet a man and just jump. You give him his Social Security. You open up the kitty. You give him the kitty. You let him in your house. You give him your bank cards. You give him your investment money. You're just trusting because he's nice. You can't do that. It takes time to get to know a person, just like I had to take time to get to know Michael, right? And my daddy said somebody say it? Make sure you see a man upset before you marry him. Okay, you hear Woodrow mama told Amani he got the devil inside of him. The devil came out. The devil can't come out unless you have the devil in you, okay? But I commend Karen. She's taking her time, and you already know what the spoiler is, so she's warming up. Okay, Creflo Dollar said a man is like a microwave and a woman is like an old wooden stove. We have to warm up. And she's taking her time to warm up to him. She's taking her time to get to know him. But y'all, when they was in the hammock, she was like this. I don't know why she did. You should have just said no, Karen. No. He's all laid out. And she was like, I don't know if his breath stink or something. I know with Amani and Woodrow, somebody have a bad breath. So because when she's talking, she's like this. I don't know if the breath stink, because you know when somebody breath stink, you be like this. But I was like, why, Karen? Why are you in this hammock with the man? You know that, to me, that's too close and personal. Because if you notice, she sleeps with a pillow in between them. So why would you go lay up in a hammock? And you know, because it's that small and you got to be all up on them. Okay. I did not like when there was on the van and Miles was twerking. No, tell me y'all didn't see that. Go back and watch my video. I said, don't tell me, please don't tell me that he was twerking. Did y'all see him twerking his little tight shorts and Woodrow in his little tight? That wasn't even a shorts, child. That was a boy brief. You know, ladies, we have those boy briefs that's right up here. I love the chess game with Amelia and Bennett. And Bennett said, I have a crush on my wife. I thought that was so cute. I thought it was so cute. All right. Henry says, match with someone who bring out of comfort zone. I don't like that, Henry. You know you need to get out of your comfort. It's like a man y'all meet, and you know he knows he needs to go get a job, but he's waiting on some good woman to influence him. Go get a job, sir. You know you need to get a job. Go get it. Do you guys think there's going to be an issue with Amelia and Bennett with the moving situation? Because she has to move a lot. With the medical school, going into medical school, doing the residency. How long is the residency? 8 years? Or is it 4 years? I think it's 8 years, right? Residency is 8 years. Let's see, because my doctor's been my doctor for 26 years, and when I met her, she was doing her residency at UMD, and she's had her own office 7 years. Residence is 8 years, right? Tell me, wives, can you be in the bathroom when your husband brushing his teeth? I can't. I'm very sensitive. My stomach is I smell everything. You would think I'm pregnant. If I can't use my smell as a sign of if I'm pregnant, because I smell everything. I walk in the room, what's that? I can't stand the brushing the teeth. I hate when my husband come out the bathroom brushing your teeth. Why? We went away on a Louvre getaway last week, and he was in the living room brushing his teeth. He come out the bathroom with toothbrush in his mouth. I'm like, why? Just stay in the bathroom. Woodrow, Lou Napoleon, a.k.a. Mr. He called himself Mr. Above Average, says sex has been a big issue. He said it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. See there, Mr. Charmer. Okay, he don't charm the draws off all the women. And he claimed he's falling in love. I don't believe it, ladies. It's in here, Mr. I'm in love. He just tell you that, Mr. I'm in love, to get you to open up and unlock the doors, okay? Don't fall for it. All right, y'all, that's going to be it. I just wanted to do it a little different this week because I'm short pressed on time. My new book is coming out very soon, and I'm finalizing some stuff to send to the format. Let me know how you like this episode. Are you guys getting bored with the honeymoon already, or am I being impatient? Okay, so I'm like, okay, get on with the get on with it already. All right, I love y'all. I'll see y'all Wednesday night. If y'all don't see me live, okay, just look out for the review, okay? All right, absolutely love you. Please be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. Remember, my books are on Amazon. I'm telling you. People be asking how you know, because I wrote about it. My dad taught me all that stuff. All these men, Miles, Woodrow. Oh yes, I know. They're all up here. Okay, and the Naked Wife. This is Shawnee's will marry force yourself to get pregnant. You got pregnant so that he would stay with you, and it's not working out. And that's all that for all the angry black people that's gonna come. Go on back and read all the way from Genesis with Leah and Jacob, baby. She popped babies out. Pop, 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 pop. Jacob never loved her. Okay? And of course, you don't know your identity. Some of y'all ladies are running from pillar to post, jumping in the bed, popping out babies for every man you lay with, baby. You don't love yourself and you don't know who you are, so you need to pick up in Christ I am. That is my daughter, Alexia. She just turned 26 years old. That's my baby girl. Yes, she plays the drums. All right, boobs, I got to go. I love you. Leave a comment for me. Thumbs up. Okay, thumbs up. Love you. Bye.